Good morning and welcome, or welcome back, to Echo the Good Wolf's channel. We are taking advantage of a beautifully overcast morning today to climb to the summit of Doe Mountain. Would you care to join us? I thought we could talk about some common myths and misconceptions surrounding wolf dogs today. I'll start with the one that breaks my heart the most. Wolf dogs are dangerous, vicious, and unpredictable. This is false. Wolf dogs, like any other creature, are living, feeling beings capable of a broad range of expression. The wolf dogs I've known are overwhelmingly loving, playful, social, and loyal. They are descended both from dogs, man's best friend, and wolves, whose only natural predator is humans. And while wolves do not and never will see humans as prey, it is in their nature to hunt for food. Some wolf dogs inherit a high prey drive, and as such, they can sometimes be dangerous to livestock and small animals. The only time I've seen wolf dogs act dangerously towards humans is when they are frightened and feel trapped with no way to escape. Incidentally, this is the same for most domesticated dogs without wolf content as well. Number 2, wolf dogs are just like any other dog if you treat them right. I hear this one a lot, and I understand where it comes from, but I don't agree. What is true is that treating them well and socializing them thoroughly will help them live a much fuller life. It's also true that the more dog content and the less wolf content they possess, the more likely they are to look and act like a dog. However, there are 2 characteristics, above all others, that I've seen passed on to wolf dogs, even of the lowest content, that, in my opinion, make them quite different from domestic dogs. The first is intelligence. Their problem-solving abilities, comprehension of language, situational awareness, and independent decision-making are unlike any dog breed I've ever known. They are simultaneously the easiest and hardest dogs to train, in that they so quickly catch on to what they are being taught that it requires almost no skill as a trainer. And at the same time, they are independent, thinking creatures who decide whether or not to comply with your requests, and at times feel absolutely no compulsion to please you. They are a lot like cats or teenagers in this way. The second characteristic I've seen inherited in wolf dogs, even low-content wolf dogs, is a cautious, avoidant, and fearful approach to unfamiliar things. Which brings us to myth number 3. Wolf dogs make good guard dogs. The short answer is, usually they don't. But before we get to why, let's endeavor to understand some of the key differences between dogs and wolves. Dogs were first domesticated more than 20,000 years ago. They've been by our side throughout every stage of our societal and cultural evolution. The ones to survive alongside humans and pass their genetics on to future generations were the bold ones, the friendly ones, and the ones most willing to do our bidding. They've been selectively bred for thousands and thousands of years to protect us and our livestock, to pull our sleds, to hunt with us, to serve our ever-changing needs, and perhaps most importantly, to love us unconditionally. But what about wolves? They've had quite a different experience, haven't they? They've had their territory destroyed by humans. They've been hunted to near extinction by humans in many regions. And the ones that survived? They quite literally were the ones who are the most reclusive, the most cautious, the most fearful and avoidant of humans. And they passed these characteristics on to their young, generation after generation. As a result, wolf dogs, by and large, retain a cautious avoidance of unfamiliar people and situations, and will almost never protect person or property from a threat that they could simply retreat from. Number 4, your friend's uncle's brother had a gigantic pure wolf, or a wolf dog from rare or endangered wolves. I can't tell you how many times I've heard this story, or some variation of it, from strangers. I want to introduce you all to the term misrepresentation as it pertains to wolf dogs. Misrepresentation means claiming the presence of wolf content that isn't there, including claiming much higher content than is accurate. This happens all the time. All the time. Sometimes it's unethical breeders who sell pure dogs or very low content wolf dogs as pure or high content animals to unsuspecting buyers. Sometimes it's individuals who find or adopt a dog of unknown origin and become convinced it's part wolf. You can almost always spot a case of misrepresentation with the following red flags. The animal in question was larger than life. Wolf dogs aren't usually extremely large or heavy. The larger the wolf dog, the more likely it is to have inherited its size from a large dog breed like a Malamute. The animal's owner has never heard of DNA testing to determine wolf content and claims pure or high content based on hearsay. The animal is claimed to be half wolf. Modern-day wolf dogs are multi-generational, meaning both parents were usually wolf dogs, and it hasn't had a pure wolf ancestor for a number of generations. And while it is possible for a multi-generational wolf dog to have 50% wolf content, you won't find wolf dogs resulting from a full wolf and a full dog pairing. Another red flag is when a particular subspecies of wolf is cited, such as the red wolf, the Mexican gray wolf, Arctic wolf, or the timber wolf. You can't see me, but I'm putting timber wolf in air quotes due to the fact that they aren't even a subspecies, but simply a layman's term to describe wolves who live in the forest. There's no DNA test available that can determine subspecies of wolf. Furthermore, red wolves and Mexican gray wolves are both endangered with extremely limited territories, and they simply do not exist within the wolf dog population. Arctic lineage does exist within the wolf dog population, but is more often than not unconfirmed and a sign of misrepresentation. So to summarize, wolf dogs aren't inherently dangerous to humans, but can be dangerous to livestock and small animals. They also aren't just like regular dogs, and even when socialized well from the start, can be challenging to train and can exhibit fearfulness. They usually won't protect you or your property from human intruders. And anyone who claims to have had a giant pure wolf or an endangered red wolf probably had a Malamute mix or a red husky mix with little to no wolf content, and was either a victim of or a perpetrator of misrepresentation. Thanks so much for coming along on one of our favorite hikes. I hope you enjoyed it and learned a few things about wolf dogs along the way. Doe Mountain has always been one of our favorites for the view, for the cardio workout, and for the nostalgia. Nearly 4 years ago, when Echo first joined our family, and I had only just discovered that hiking is her love language, we hiked Doe Mountain together. And Echo put on the most beautiful and haunting concert, standing at the edge of the plateau and howling into the void below. She'd never seen anything like this, and I was captivated by her beauty. In all honesty, I've never stopped feeling captivated by her, and I don't think I ever will. And with that, I'll leave you with a few final clips of Echo sacked out on her bed, taking a well-deserved post-hike nap. Isn't she the cutest? Thanks so much for watching. We really hope to see you again on future videos. And if you enjoyed this one, please consider liking, subscribing, and sharing with other animal lovers. Thanks.